Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. We got to do it again. Let's get going. And surprise! Welcome to the news. I'm your news host, Eric Zane. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. Fix my tie. If you're just listening to the audio version of this, yes. I'm wearing a suit coat, a dress shirt, a tie. I have my watch on. I'm showered. I'm clean. I'm here. I'm queer. Why in the world am I dressed like a news team assemble? Tyler says, I don't like this. Please put on a beat-up hoodie. I wish. Man. Today is the annual matinee Grand Rapids Griffins hockey game. Okay? So, for some reason, they do a game that starts at 11 a.m. This tie is fucked up. I don't know if I can wear it like that. I'm going to have to retie that. Translation, pain in the ass game. They do it, and all the kids come in from the various schools, including the Queen of the Forest School, Pooh Bear. Her class is going to be there. She's actually going to be at the game. All the kids are going to be screaming for Mr. Z. Mr. Z! Mr. Z! So the game, the puck drops at 11. Cole suggested the rest of my clothes are dirty. No, you idiot. Now, typically, I'm okay to, get the show done at a reasonably normal time and then immediately head out the door to the rink and then come back and do the Patreon bonus podcast. That's the way it's worked out for years. However, this year, it just so happens that Jacqueline, my daughter, she says, hey, can someone let Cece out, our dog, today? And that means Dad. Because there's no one else that can do it except me. Now, normally that's no problem. No problem at all. Except today, it's a little bit more of a challenge because I got to be, well, obviously at the rink. Boy, this tie is bugging me. I just don't, it's got to be centered appropriately, and it's kind of jacked. It's a half Windsor, so it's all fucked up. I don't know. So, fuck, I got to get done with this early. All right? Thank you, by the way, for all the nice comments. Saying, easy, you look sharp. I appreciate that. I got to get the fuck out of here quicker than I normally would on a given day and drive like past the hockey rink to Jacqueline's house to let her dog out. So that's kind of, whatever. Chris in Maine says, weak, half Windsor, no dimple. I'm getting there. I can get the dimple. The dimple is fantastic, and I'm always envious of people that can pull the dimple off. A good, deep dimple there. And I'm just not great at it. Because mine are always a little bit not centered. Just a little bit off to the side, like the one I have now. It looks like shit. Well, anyway, everybody's a critic. So this kids game, it's remarkable because when the kids cheer, it's such a higher pitch. It's remarkable. As Kenny writes, I can't even tie a tie. And then he says something nice to me. I appreciate that. Aram says that I have made the tie much worse than when it was when he started. Well, that's not true at all. You're just a damn critic. You're just critical and fucking mean. That's all this is. You're just trying to punch a hole in my love bucket. It's the first thing you've said here, and you just fucking immediately knife me. Completely ridiculous. Yeah, let's just go beat the shit out of Eric for no reason. I mean, my God, it's funny when I do it. When you guys do it, it's so hurtful. You have to just take it when I do it, and then you can't give it. I'm just kidding you. You can give it to me as much as you want. I don't mind. So, in preparation for this game, seriously, I went and I was talking about how last Friday I went to the local, the studio where this puppet exists, Wimmy, and the idea was I shoot a video to promote the hockey game with Wimmy, and I'm going to show that to you now. All right. This is Wimmy the web robot, I guess. I'm hoping you can see what I can see. Please confirm that you see more than just a black screen. While I get confirmation on that. Donut Dan points out that says, it looks like you're ready for opening day of deer season. That's ridiculous. Tyler says he sees a black screen. Well, that's too bad. That is just too bad. Because I had hoped that you would actually be able to see what I see. This might take me a second. Everybody at sunup started their hunting trek here in the great state of Michigan. I was reading that last year, opening day, the amount of deer harvested, it averaged out to a deer a minute in the great state of Michigan. And I think that it was indicated to me that means like 45,000 deer. Which, just breaks the heart of Aram there, who must be just very, very upset by that. They're talking about how the harvest will not be nearly as big because there's just less hunters out in the woods. A lot of hunters are actually aging out. They're getting too old to hunt. So schools are actually starting to go the route of, they're toying with the idea of hunter safety. Like actually teaching hunter safety at school. Which, where we live, that's fantastic. Only in Michigan can, I'm frankly amazed that they've never done this before. I mean, deer hunting in this state is vital to my car not being destroyed. I'm surprised that that's not like a priority, teaching kids in Michigan how to hunt. But the idea has been floated that there should be like a hunter's safety course in Michigan schools, and I am 100% all for it. Now you might be like, "Oh, that's great. Teaching kids about hunting and their guns in school." It's like, "Oh, shut up." Chris says he did it when he was 13, so it's already happened. I guess they want it to be regular. More of a thing where they really, really focus on it. Cole was telling me, while Tyler says it was a black screen, then it popped up. So all that time that I bought is for naught. It doesn't matter. Here is the video of EZ and Wimmy. Okay. Audio check. Video check. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Are you having fun?
Yoo! I am.
We're going to have
more fun if the Griffins score. Wimmy, let's fire these
Yeah, that's great.
guys up.
Okay. Yeah, Griffins! Woo-woo, people! You gotta
I think this is
make some noise!
Yes!
a complete fucking fail at this point.
Wait, did you hurt yourself?
Well, you get the idea. The juice was definitely not worth the squeeze on that. It'll be more fun when I post it to social media. I'm giving up on that. Yesterday at Bosco's Pub, I was inundated with amazing friends. Okay? Tim Mayer and his girlfriend and Amy. Runner girl Amy were there. Tim Mayer's girl, I'm just teasing. If I don't correct this, she's going to get so butthurt. It was Amy, Hurricane Ashley, and Tim Mayer visited your old pal EZ, and they like closed the place down. Telling stories, having a good time, being loud and obnoxious, doing Ashley impressions for everybody to see. Hey, oh my God. Oh, I fucking love you, you fucking dick. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Nice couple there. Jason and, tall brunette. Nice lady. I was having a conversation with someone else, and this guy, Jason, comes walking up to me. And he says, hey, good to see you. I miss you on the show. I'm a good friend of Greg's, Free Beer. And I go, oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. So that's what you got to do. If you don't like somebody, you got to keep it real, you know, because I can't stand Greg. So I'm like, oh, hey, I appreciate you saying hi, but I can't hide my feelings. I hate that fucker. Because I played basketball. I played basketball with him. I haven't played in a few years, though. And I go, oh, yeah. He goes, he was always nice to me. I go, I bet he was. So have that conversation. Nice guy. And then he goes, hey, will you come meet my wife, girlfriend? I don't know. And she was super like sweet, you know, like I walk right up to her and she goes, oh my God, can I have a hug? And I go, oh, Jesus Christ, of course. So I give her a hug and have a nice conversation with these people. And meanwhile, Doug's in the kitchen working. All right. He's actually like, and he starts calling me Blister. Hey, Blister. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go, what? What are you calling me Blister for? He goes, because you show up when the work's done. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I go, well, I'm like Rocky Balboa in that one movie when he owns a restaurant. You know, I'm the eye candy here, dickhead. They're not here to see you. I just guaranteed they'll be back. Jesus. Nice couple. Had a good time. All a success. Wonderful. And the rumor on the street is that Friday I will be back at Bosco's Pub. Love that so much. It's been a while since I worked there. And what's interesting is that the previous time that I was there, I had a horrible day. Like Doug actually said, I haven't even mentioned this. I was so fucked up. He said to me, he goes, Jesus, Eric, are you high? What the hell, Eric? Yesterday, though, I was on fucking fire. And he goes, it's good. We got the old Eric back. And it's like, yeah, what are you taking notes, dick? Shut up. One of the young servers, she's a kid. She's a freshman at the local college. Her name is Annika. She says, do you live in Hidden Meadow? And I go, yeah. Why? She goes, do you walk 4 dogs? I go, yes. She goes, I'm your neighbor. I go, what? What are you talking about? You're my neighbor. She goes, yeah, I live on the next block. I live right there. I've been walking by this person's house for 13 years, since she was 5. I go, Jesus Christ, what? She goes, yeah, I saw you walking your dogs, and I thought, is that Eric? And she's been literally riding her bike by my house for 13 years. I never noticed, and then I see her at the restaurant. I worked with her for a few months, and then I would have never have fucking pieced it together. I would not have put two and two together at all that she was like my neighbor. The question Maureen suggests that she could have asked, do you lose your dogs on the regular? Shit. Damn it. I am still not over that last incident with good old O'Neill there. He does have his tracker on all the time. I get done with him at the end of the day. I charge the tracker up. When I go outside, I still am not putting him on a leash. I just keep him on the tracker. He's on the tracker. I'm in the front yard. He's in the backyard. He can still escape. Yes. And then, I can see where he is just in case shit goes down. All right. Today's kind of a weird day because I'm kind of going in like 5 directions as to how I'm approaching the show. I do have Dear Meathead. Okay. That comes up in 39 minutes. In fact, this show is going to be short where, like, as soon as I finish Dear Meathead, I will then wrap the show because I got to go. Got to move. So if you want to send a question in for Dad, Eric@ericzaneshow.com. After we finish up Dear Meathead, that will be it. Tomorrow is Joanne's birthday. Okay, so if you do write in an email, mention that, or I will on your behalf. But Joanne is 88 tomorrow. Dad is 89 now and will be 90 in March. Both doing well, but when you get into this, high 80s, low 90s range, you start to like, okay, well, anything can happen. Nothing at this point is taken for granted. Nothing. Everything's a big deal. Okay? Very, very important, in my opinion, that, You go see when you can. You visit when you can. Anytime my phone rings, I'm like, oh, God, what do we have to talk about now? It's always nothing. But it's just something to think about. So I'm trying not to be somber about this. I mean, this is something we all will experience at some point in time. But Jesus Christ. So there you go. And then next week, the big Thanksgiving adventure over to Charity Scam Mike's house. Next week, of course, Thursday, there will be no show. And Friday, there will be no show because I'm actually staying at Charity Scam Mike's, at a hotel right by Charity's. Because typically, this is how Thanksgiving is for us. Bust my ass, making the food that I'm bringing, drive it across Michigan to Detroit. Get there, walk in the door, give them the food, turn around, come home. It's fucking terrible. This year, we made the decision. We're going to stay the night at a hotel, and I cannot wait for that because that means I can stay as long as I want. Dog staying at Lisa's house, doggone spoiled dog care in Jenison, Michigan. I don't know if she's taking new clients, but she's awesome. I've known her forever. I'll never forget that. I was at Jenison High School at a sporting event from my kids. And this nice little redhead comes walking up to me. She goes, Eric Zane. I go, hey, I want to take care of your dogs. I go, okay, who the fuck is this crazy lady? And we had been taking them to another place. And I go, all right, well, maybe. And that was it. That was it. So dropping the dogs off and then driving across the state. It's going to be awesome. Get to watch the Lions and then don't have to go anywhere. Fuck yes. Very, very happy. All right. Let's see. So, dear Meathead, Big Fraud Thursday comes up tomorrow. And this is important because starting at around 6:15, somewhere in that time frame, Ben and I are going live for Who Are These Free Beers? I think this is episode... I'm not even sure what episode. But I have two instances where I immediately had a flashback. I had a flashback to the incorrigible nonsense that takes place when the Burn King gets agitated, fussy, and thin-skinned. It happened twice on their show of Greg getting pissed off, and it was actually pretty damn good, but it got squelched by another show member because of how awkward it was becoming. But I was like, yes, now you've finally done something interesting. And they stopped. The other thing is something I cannot believe. Greg, first of all, had the, I actually credit him for this. Him actually referencing him doing something that is a real vulnerability that I did not see coming. And I have talked about this on that show, Who Are These Free Beers, for a long time, his inability to pronounce the word usual. And I was driving around yesterday reviewing stuff to list to actually talk about on Who Are These Free Beers. And it was one of those things where like the music's played and it says, now back to the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. But it was the big voice guy saying, a talk show led by a guy who can't talk. And it's Greg. So they actually are poking fun at it. So I was like, wow, when this all laid out in front of me, I was like, I can't believe that he's doing this. But he openly says, I guess they're having a topic about things you can't say or words you can't say. And Greg has a lot of those. For example, the word, it's a lot of things that have a U in them. The letter U, for some reason, he cannot form the word appropriately. The word figure to Greg is figure, like rhyming with the N-word. You'll never not hear it again if you happen to listen to that show. Figure is figure. And that's how he says it. And then usually is use-a-ly. Usual is use-a-wool. And it happens fast when he says it. Usually, usual. The Usual Suspects was a great movie. No. Usual. Now, I don't know about you, but if I knew that I couldn't pronounce a word, I would practice it until I could say it. You can say it. You're just not doing it. I remember there was one time he was doing cutting a promo in one of the auxiliary studios. And I gave him the script. I go, yeah, you got to read this. And he said, usual. And I go, oh, hey, just FYI, you're not saying usual. You're saying use-a-wool. And that fucker got so pissed off at me and I'm just trying to help the motherfucker. He can't do it. Okay, now I've known that. And he's never done this before. But on the show, he stopped down and said, I cannot pronounce the word usual. And they're like, what? And then they proceeded to start to pick on him. And that motherfucker got butthurt all over again. It's fucking great. And they included it in hey, now back to the show. I was like, what's going on here? My world is upside down because the only thing I can figure is that he, like another person on the show, probably Kelly, made the production piece without him knowing it was coming. And then once it hit, he can't say, oh, don't do that because you look like a bitch, you know? But motherfuck, was that great. So I I credit him. I actually credit him for keeping with that because god damn did he get pissed. And I can always tell when he actually gets pissed because I've seen it. I've lived it. I've been there. Thank you again for the nice things said about Easy wearing a suit coat. Yes, I have a hockey game this afternoon. Corey says there used to be a montage of him screwing up words. I think they still do that. Corey says that's how British people say figure. Chris says he got snippy in that clip. Megan says he got so butthurt. Yes, perhaps you heard it. He was so. It's a tone. As soon as his tone goes a certain direction, you're like, uh-oh. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says Easy looks sexy. God damn right. That happens Thursday. Ben Glaze, Easy. Tyler refers to the time that Greg did not know the word egregious. He said egregious. Okay, now that's different. That's just he didn't recognize the word and mispronounced it when it was written out. The not being able to utilize the letter U in a word is something different. Something that is controllable if you practice. Ryan says, I'm getting my free furnace tune-up from A&E Heating and Cooling right now. Hell yeah. Thank you to the Eric Zane Show podcast and A&E. That's so cool of you. Is it Joe or David? Okay. Because David is the son-in-law. And he's just sweeter than Joe. Joe's kind of a cock. Let me see if Joe's in here right now. Oh, he is. He's probably in your basement listening to me call him a cock. Megan writes, do you think it's crazy that some of us, EZ, have been with you since 2004? It's a 20-year relationship at this point, right? Well, in the late spring, early summer of 2024, that's where we will be. Joe Martinez is not at Ryan's place. Jordan is there. I didn't realize there was 3. It's been a wonderful relationship, Megan. Joe gives me the finger and says, go blue. That's his thing now. Just go blue. Michigan versus everybody. Yeah, that's right. We're the leaders and the best. Hail to the victors. No, you guys are good. There's no question. I think you beating Penn State turned out to be a spectacular moment. Penn State has a pretty good football team, and you made them look like bitches, without a doubt. Still adjusting this tie. Now I agree with Aram. It is fucked up. Oh, this whole thing. Part of me wants to just take it off. It's so fucked up. Jim Harbaugh, the greatest coach, he says. You know, there's a time when nobody thought that. Not even Michigan fan believed that. You can't tell me that 2.5 years ago, when they sucked shit, that you were like, oh, okay, yeah, they're great. You probably hated Harbaugh then. But now here you are. All it takes is winning a little bit, I guess. That's not right. If you're like me, as I'm actually, for the audio podcast, I'm actually tying my tie as I talk, which this is probably going to take me the rest of the podcast. Let's see here. Over, under, sideways, down. The Yardbirds. Okay. Should be good. Harbaugh says he was, or Joe says he was getting his guys in place. If you say so. I guess we can all just look at the scoreboard now. He's doing all right now, right? That's all that matters. Win at any cost. So I went ahead while I was talking there and put the tie on again, and it looks actually worse than when I took it off. Brandis says, what is happening right now? Well, I don't know if you're just getting here, but I have a hockey game right after this show. In fact, this show is ending early. The only reason why I'm reiterating it is because new people, I don't want them to be, I don't want a damn mystery going on. Chewy's Purse says some of us are showing up for the first time today because Zane complained more people were staring at a video of a wall of commissioners meeting than a show. Okay, here's the background of that. This person right here, Chewy's Purse, is brand new. And I went ahead and checked out the Ottawa County Special Commission meeting yesterday. You know, those fuckers were meeting behind closed doors to try to figure out how much money they're going to give Adeline Hambley, which they met all day and determined that they're going to wait until November 28th before they decide. So this continues. Well, while they were in that closed door session, they put on a live stream. And it's just a wall with part of the flag and part of the Ottawa County logo. And then people talking, waiting, because once they're out of the closed door session, they come out and then they discuss what is going on with the public. But they never got out of the closed door session, so it was like for hours and hours and hours, it's just a live stream of a wall with constituents chatting. And I go on there and started to get snarky and make fun of people. And this person, Chewy's Purse, saw me reference that, Jesus Christ, I bust my ass every day, and I am excited to get north of 50 people viewing. Which, by the way, as I'm talking, there's 45. Which is actually good for me. But if I got more than 50, I'd have a boner. And here I am looking at a wall, and there's 210. Holy shit. How frustrating is that? They're just there for the chat. And so I went in there and made fun of Kristen Megan Kelly. First thing I wrote was, hey, did you guys know KMK is a veteran? Someone said, don't feed her. She's a gremlin. What is that? You don't feed them after midnight or you don't get them wet or some shit? What the fuck? I don't know. So thank you to Chewy's Purse. Which guy were you on there? Or girl? I appreciate you being here. The more the merrier. But that fucked up scenario, Ottawa County. God damn it. What a thing. Again, these meetings should be boring. They shouldn't be entertaining. They should be very boring with like 5 people watching them. While I'm at it, I hope, remember our pal, Joe Spaulding? He is one of the people that's helping Larry Jackson recall Lucy Ebel in that one district in Ottawa County. The signatures were verified yesterday on the petition to have her recalled, which is the next hurdle cleared. Like 2,380 names. That's much more than what they needed. And that was announced yesterday. So Ebel has 5 days to get her ducks in a row to keep the next step from happening. But that's a waste of money, frankly. So as soon as she is recalled, then Ottawa Impact will only have 5 of the 11 on that board. Okay? They started with 7 out of 11. 7 people that were part of Ottawa Impact, that crazy right-wing fanatical butt-fuck asshole group. They won all those seats against incumbent Republicans. Okay? The idiots that live where we live voted these scumbags in because it's revenge politics. You know? And so even though they were already Republicans in there, they weren't extreme enough for the idiots that live where I live. So they brought these anti-mask, anti-COVID, COVID doesn't exist, scumbags, pray the gay away butt fucks. These people brought them in to take over. One of those people, Jacob Bonema, he broke rank with them. And so now they're down to 6 of the 11. If they recall Ebel, they're down to 5 of the 11. So that would be great because they're just bullying everything through. And this is, by the way, not supposed to be the way county politics happen. Okay? It's supposed to be basically finding out where the state's money that they give them goes. It's not supposed to be as fucked up as it is, but it is because of them. Then all the shit with the health director, Adeline Hambley. God bless her. The Ottawa Impact scumbags want to bring in Kristen Megan Kelly's retarded husband to be the health director. And he literally tunes up furnaces for a living. That's who they want to be the health director. And by the way, she's a veteran and a scientist. Translation, she's a janitor. All right. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. So, several of you sent me this story. The hockey player Adam Johnson died a few weeks ago on the ice at a league in England, of all places. I don't have the incident, nor would I want to see it, but one of the opposing team's feet kicked up, and the skate blade hit Johnson in the neck, and in a very, very short amount of time, he bled so much that he died. There is a still image of the actual impact. It doesn't really look like much of anything. Even if I have the video, I wouldn't look at it. I just can't do it. I'm not sure which guy he is in this clip here, in this picture, but something's going on there when these two players came together, and somehow through all of that, a skate blade hit Johnson in the neck, and he died. I started to rant and rave about why don't these fucking idiots wear neck protectors, and crazily, they are now. In the American Hockey League, I see them all the time since this happened. It's like, why did it take this to happen for you to finally do this? Other players have been terribly injured before. Someone actually had to die before you decided to do this? What kind of a stupid mentality is that? As tragic as the story is, it takes an odd twist, though. When last night the news broke that they arrested the guy who hit him. Now, it was a freak accident. I don't understand how you could possibly do this. They have that dude, the other guy, his name is Matt Petgrave. He's been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. This just isn't adding up in my brain. When you on a manslaughter charge, you have to prove that your carelessness, your negligence resulted in someone's death. If I'm driving down the road looking at my phone and then I cross the line and I smash into somebody and they die, well, I guess I could be charged with some type of murder. You know how it is with looking at your phone these days, but that's usually, I mean, something you did wrong caused someone to die. A manslaughter charge. So I'm not sure how in the world they came up with this. I just don't understand. Now, in announcing the arrest, cops did not say if Petgrave was the man they had in custody. But, I mean, who else could it fucking be? This sounds ridiculous. Unless if Petgrave walked into the police station and said, yeah, I want you to know that I actually did a karate kick in person. God damn it. On purpose. Sound like fucking free beer. On purpose to kill that guy. Then that would be just premeditated murder. I mean, I don't get this. How the fuck can you give a guy a manslaughter charge during, that's like when, what's the fucking football player's name for Buffalo? Who like Damar Hamlin. When Damar Hamlin went down, had he died, they would have arrested the other guy who ran into him. This is ridiculous. How could you possibly come up with we're going to arrest someone for manslaughter from a freak accident during a contact sport? What? Our investigation launched immediately following this tragedy, and we have been carrying out extensive inquiries ever since to piece together the events which led to the loss of Adam and these unprecedented circumstances, said the authorities in charge. We have been speaking to highly specialized experts in their field to assist in our inquiries and continue to work closely with the Health and Safety Department at Sheffield City Council, which is supporting the ongoing investigation. Video shows from the arena as Johnson was crossing the blue line. Petgrave kicked his skate into the air and clipped the former Pittsburgh Penguins center in the throat. Uh-oh. Did he actually try to hurt him with the skate? That sentence right there, if he actually tried to hit him with the skate, changes everything right before our eyes and ears. Let me see what you all are saying about this. Stuck his leg out to stop him from entering the zone, cut his throat in the process. Florida Man 814 says you need to see the video because you will see why there was a lot of people who see this as odd. Let me see here. Sometimes players, when they skate over the line like that, you will see a player stick out his knee. Sometimes you get like knee-to-knee contact, and that somebody usually gets their ass kicked for that. Yeah, I can't really look for it as we speak. But if that were the case, But, I mean, if you stick your leg out, you would have to prove that, I mean, it would have to be because the skate was like up. I can't imagine. It would be so uncommon other than just, if you stick your leg out to kind of like hit his leg, you see that from time to time, and it is considered to be a dirty play because you can go knee to knee or thigh to knee and fuck up, tear somebody's ACL or badly hurt their knee. But that would have to be like kicking your leg up. Chris in Maine says, anyone curious to watch the shit who is not an investigator has problems. Yeah, I imagine that's coming from a Hall of Fame athlete right there. So if that leg came up intentionally, if they can, I guess they're trying to say that that leg came up for that reason. Let's see. Cops revealed Tuesday a post-mortem examination confirmed that he died of a fatal neck injury. Well, everybody knew that. Adam's death has sent shockwaves through many communities, from our local residents here in Sheffield to ice hockey fans across the world. We know these communities will expect us to handle this investigation with the same professionalism, fairness, and sensitivity as any other. I have never, ever heard of a player deliberately taking the blade and kind of like whipping it around like a weapon. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. It's never been discussed. I've never heard it being suggested in any way, or that it is even a possibility. Ever. I mean, this is a sport where if you're in a fist fight and the other guy goes down, even though you want to continue to pound his face, you just stop. It's these scuffles are gentlemanly. I can't even begin to imagine. But they seem to think because of that video. And I guess I do need to watch it just to be able to see. And maybe it is that egregious or egregious that it would have an intentional feel to it, because why in the world would that leg come up? And if it is the leg coming up, I need to know if the skate came up or if it was just kind of like happened to be an accessory after the fact. The team had initially called Johnson's death a freak accident. Holy shit. That is crazy. Folks, if you're watching on Facebook, X, or YouTube, I have to send you on your way. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Download the Twitch app and search my name, Eric Zane Live. Patreon, don't forget, who are these free beers? It's Thursday. You can watch it for free with a 7-day trial at patreon.com/Eric Zane. You can download all of my podcasts, the audio podcast, for free at Eric Zane. When you search Eric Zane Show, wherever you download podcasts. Florida Man 814 says that the player who did the damage says Petgrave has a history of being a bad apple. Florida Man watched the video. He says, I have season tickets to hockey for years. I have never seen a guy fall the way that Petgrave did. Wow. All right. We shall see. Thank you to you folks who are watching on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Facebook and Twitch brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. X brought to you by Blue Frost IT. The open and live stream of the show, thank you to Irvine's. 616-532-6600. 616-532-6600. You are so awesome there. ervines.com. Don't just take my word for it. Look at the amazing Google reviews from a growing list of satisfied customers at Irvine's. Any make and model they can work on, not to mention EVs and hybrids. Thank you so much. Right in the middle of Grand Rapids, Michigan. They are along 44th Street, just a few blocks east of 131 on a street called Stafford. 616-532-6600. King's Room Barbershop is where dudes and chicks that want to look like dudes get their hair cut. I said that to Andy. I go, hey, can chicks get their cut here? Get their hair cut here? He says, if they get it cut like a dude. I go, okay, cool. I'll send my daughter's boyfriend over there. Some of you are like, what? Huh? Yeah, my daughter is dating a transgender dude. Like born a girl and now full-on guy. Wow, how about that? Talk about an interesting storyline, something to talk about on the show. Fucking fantastic. I love Ash. Ash is one of my favorite people on the planet. Anyway, Get your hair cut like Ash at King's Room Barbershop. Northland Drive, Caledonia, and at 821 36th Street, next to the Costume Room in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Kingsroom.net is their website for exact locations, hours, and stylist schedules. When you go there, please mention EZ. You should know that Andy and Colleen are the owners. So if Andy and Colleen are doing your hair, you can just talk right to the boss. Or if not, one of the amazing, talented specialist stylists say, hey, please tell Andy and Colleen that EZ sent me. I heard about you from the Eric Zane Show podcast. Thank you to the Grand Rapids Gold. They're back in action Sunday. Get your tickets on the Grand Rapids Gold website. Either click the link in the show notes or find them online. Search Grand Rapids Gold. Get your tickets and go see the gold. The Red Panda in town. It's easy. What is the Red Panda? Now, I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, but when you have a little Asian woman 10 feet in the air on a 10-foot unicycle, that's impressive enough. Then she puts a bowl opening up on top of her head. So the bowl is resting on the top of her head. Then she takes another bowl just like it, takes 1 foot off of one pedal. So now she's basically balancing with 1 foot on one pedal. And the other foot has a bowl upside down on her toe. Like this. Like that guy who just murdered the dude with his skate. And then she kicks her fucking leg. And the bowl flips through the air and lands on the open bowl on top of her head. And then she does it with 2 bowls and 3 bowls and 4 bowls at the same time. It's fucked up. It is so intensely amazing. People rise to their feet. And she was on America's Got Talent. She should have won the fucking thing. I could watch that all day. If I was married to the Red Panda, we'd just screw. And it's like, all right, get on the unicycle. Do the bull trick. All right, let's screw some more. Get on the unicycle. You can see the Red Panda at halftime of the Gold game. One more before I bring in Dad, and then I got to pee, and then I'll bring in Dad. Jacob Bennett from Excellent Installation. If you want the flooring installed correctly the first time at the lowest price possible, call upon Excellent Installation. 616-318-0167. That's 616-318-0167. Jacob Bennett. He now goes by Excellent Installation. He used to go under the name, a different name. Now he goes by Excellent Installation. But you know Jacob Bennett. I mean, my God, it's the same guy. But he's doing his own thing now, and he calls the company Excellent Installation. Same number, 616-318-0167. So you buy your flooring from Lowe's, Home Depot, whomever, and then you have the boxes of the vinyl plank or the ceramic or the fucking squares, hardwood, doesn't matter. Jacob installs it for you. Carpeting, anything. 616-318-0167. Don't go anywhere. Easy as a tinkle. And then we're doing Dear Meathead. Aaron says hearing the pull pronunciation flaw there, hold on a second. Something that's sticking out of the ground, like you put a flag on it. That's a flag pole. If I'm have a wagon behind me and my grandkids in it, I am going to pull the wagon. I've always assumed it's the same thing, but I guess it's not. Pull is pull. Pull? I struggle with that so bad. Pull. There I can hear it, but I feel like I'm going, pull. Fuck that shit. And then Corey writes, Barry. Yeah, Chris, what's his name? Fucking Commander White Noise. God damn it, Steve. Someone's name, Berry. He says, Barry. Like he actually intentionally sounds like a fucking Jersey Guinea slob. Barry, Barry, Barry. They're all the same. Fuck you. Let us bring in Dad. For Dear Meat. Oh, God, this fucking tie. Fuck you. Bring in Dad for Dear Meathead. If you have any late arriving questions, send them along. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Hey, guy. You sound like you're in the bottom of a well.
Meathead at your service.
Good morning. How are you, Dad?
All right. How are you, son?
Never better. Do I sound like I'm in the bottom of a well?
I am?
No, I mean, how do I sound?
You sound great.
Oh, good. Because sometimes you say I sound like I'm in the bottom of a well.
No. You're not. You're on top of it now.
All right. Well, welcome to you and lovely Joanne.
Thank you.
Several of the people who are writing in to ask questions, Dad, you know what they start with?
No.
They say, happy birthday to Joanne. Her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Tomorrow's Joanne's birthday, Dad.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, boy, this is awesome. You guys remember all that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Wow. There you go. That's very, very special. You know, tomorrow's a big
That
day.
sure is special.
So, you know, I guess Joanne's daughter, my stepsister, Nikki, came to town, their family, and said hello. How was that, Dad?
Yeah, that was big. That was big time.
Yes, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Glad to hear that. So we'll be getting together in just over a week for a big Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah, we're going to be rocking and rolling.
All right. I'm excited. You know what's interesting is typically when we go, we leave early to get back. But we actually got a hotel room. Or we're going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because we want to be able to stay late.
That's awesome.
So that's the plan.
Yeah, thank you for embellishing this whole thing.
Yeah, Dad. Well, it's just it's easier on us, and then we don't have to be all worried about driving. And that's a lot of driving. That's like 6 hours of driving.
It sure is.
All right. Okay, so here we go with another edition of Dear Meathead. I'm a little lean on the questions, so maybe a couple more will come in. I've got 2 right now. But Jim has a question. He writes, Dear Meathead and Joanne, I need you to solve a family argument for us. Which is better on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
Oh, boy. I got to go to my great assistant here. Joanne?
I think grape jelly
Joanne thinks grape jelly.
on peanut butter.
And on peanut butter.
Now, you'll take anything, right, Dad?
Yeah, I have no questions about food.
I myself will go with the strawberry. Diana will go with the raspberry.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
that's special.
Okay.
Actually, my favorite is cherry.
Did you hear that?
Cherry. Okay.
Cherry's in it.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Is there
Yeah.
such? Have you ever had rhubarb?
Yes, I've made it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I've had rhubarb and strawberry mixed together. It's delicious.
Holy cow. Nathan writes, happy birthday, Joanne. Dear Meathead, if you could give Joanne anything in the world for her birthday, what would you give?
Aww.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one. Maybe I should go to Joanne and
All I want is your love.
she says all she wants is my love.
Of course. That's what you say. You know, when you get to a certain age, you don't want any gifts. You just want to spend time.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So does that mean that tomorrow, since it's Joanne's birthday, you'll actually take a break from picking up the leaves?
Yeah, and I don't let her take any leaves off.
No, I
I pick them
know.
all up myself.
I know, but yeah, you're always picking them up. Are you going to say that you're not going to pick them up for the day and then just sit with her and, you see what I'm saying?
I probably will do that, yeah.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I got to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, why don't you lower it to 7 hours of picking up the leaves instead of 8?
Yeah. That's a good suggestion, honey.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that. I can't wait.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the place, how clean it is next time I see you.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's going to be. Hey, I was out yesterday picking up quite a bit.
I know you were. That's a ritual. Basically, 24 hours a day for 3 months out of the year, you're picking up leaves.
Yes. Well, hey, somebody got it.
Dandelions.
Oh, dandelion.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot that.
It comes with the season. Spring, it's dandelions. Fall, it's leaves. Winter, it's snow. Summer, I don't know what goes on in the summer. Cutting the grass.
I'll tell you what. This is a ritual. I never realized that a big lot is a pain in the neck.
Dad, a serious question. There's a lot going on in the world in Israel, as you've got Palestinian Arabs and Jews are the Israeli army are fighting in this horrible scenario. I mean, every day there's more terrible video coming out of this. Where do you stand here, Dad? I mean, this is a tough one.
I cannot believe that these people can do what they're doing right now. I mean, these are human beings. Everyone's got their own place, their own area. They're doing all right. Why do I have to fight?
Yeah, I think it all started because the Arabs attacked people at a concert in right next door in Israel. And
I mean, why did they attack them? What's the matter with them?
It was a terror attack. It was the equivalent of 9/11 minus the planes. And so they did.
But what's the purpose of it? What are they going to accomplish?
Right. Well, that's the same question we asked when 9/11 happened here, when they flew planes into the Twin Towers. It was the same motivation. So they do that, and then Israel responds with, okay, well, you can't do that. But now it's gotten off the rails, and the bad guys are using hospitals as shields. It's just an absolute. There is no good outcome here, frankly.
No.
Obviously not. I don't want to use the words that I really, because they may come back here and nail my butt.
Oh yeah, you never know. Yeah, you want to be careful.
But is a country with the people in it. It's their country, their people. Why can't they get along? They don't have to get along. They just have to like each other. It's a different area for different people for different areas.
Yeah, there's many layers to this.
Oh yes. There's something that they want. Who knows? And you know what? I think they're a bunch of idiots. They really are. And I shouldn't say this on television because they may. I mean, whatever this is. Wherever.
Yeah. We're live on Good Morning America.
They might come up here and burn my house down.
Does anybody remember that Jesus was Jewish?
Yeah, Joanne just said, does anybody believe that Jesus was Jewish?
You know how I know that Jesus is Jewish?
No.
Isn't there a roses are red?
Yes, obviously. Roses are red, violets are blue.
No,
and if it wasn't for Christmas, we all be Jews.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, I thought you said it was roses are red, violets are bluish.
Yes.
If it wasn't for Christmas, we'd all be Jewish.
If it wasn't for Christmas, we'd all be Jewish.
That's wonderful. It's one of our favorites. I can't wait to hear it five times when I'm at Mike's on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All right. Brian says, good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Meathead. And
good morning.
You know,
Brian.
because this is interesting because tomorrow is Joanne's birthday, but Brian's wife, her birthday is tomorrow as well.
Hey, happy belated birthday. No, not belated.
Yeah,
happy birthday.
Yes, happy early birthday. His first question his first question, Dad, is, Meathead, what do I get or do for her birthday?
I have to go to Joanne for this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't know that either.
Well, put on your thinking cap. I know
you know what?
you can come up with something nice.
How about a gold necklace?
Gold necklace.
Maybe gold necklace, maybe a big pearl necklace,
Something to that effect.
A gold chain.
a glory hole.
Gold chain.
Gold chain might be nice. Okay. And he also asked, what meal should I make for her? And then he says, maybe some raw hamburger meat.
Well, that would be my favorite.
Crab leg.
Crab leg.
All right. Okay, very good. That's not a bad thing. They're pretty easy to prepare. He should have no problem with that.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Any final words? Because, tomorrow's a big birthday day. I'm sure you're excited about that. If you want to say anything to Joanne about her birthday or anything to the audience, what are some final words of wisdom for Meathead? You have the final word.
Well, I'm really lost for words.
What?
I mean, this is too much on me.
Oh, okay.
I would say just take the day for its worth. Praise the Lord for the weather that's so perfect.
And stay in the moment.
And and according to Joanne, stay in the moment.
I love stay in the moment. Yes.
Yes. So I'll tell you what, this girl of mine is just full of wisdom.
Yeah, life's like riding on a train looking out the window.
There you go.
You can't get the day back.
Train. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yes. Oh my God, yes.
That's beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Once a day is gone, it's gone, and you lost something.
There you go. That's a great Meatheadism. Once a day is gone, it's gone, and you lost something.
Yes.
And then you also said earlier, I have no questions about food.
I don't. I really don't. And my wife will attest to that. What's in
Okay.
front of me, that's my daily meal.
Did you eat the Cheerios yet today, Dad?
Yes.
Okay, you're done. Okay, excellent. Well,
Yes.
as always, we love you, and we will talk to you next week. You guys have a good rest of your week. Joanne, I'll call you tomorrow. And
Thank you.
big week for you guys.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Okay, much love.
Hey, likewise. Say hello to your sweetheart.
You likewise. And Joanne, have a good one.
Thank you, honey.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
guys, love you. Bye-bye. There you go, Dear Meathead. Another round of Dear Meathead. Now, let's see. I think we're probably like 7 years into this. 6 7 years into this. Holy shit. Fantastic. Thank you for writing in and being part of that. Chris says, pray to the Lord and also wonder what the Middle East is bickering about. The big sausage pizza is what Chris says you could get. The reference to pearl necklace. I don't know what you're talking about. I think that would be a nice gift. What do you mean? God, I can't handle this tie. I'm fucking with it the whole damn show. Okay, I'm going to end this early, unfortunately, but I do have to finish and explain to you the importance of banging on the doors of the sponsors. And then we have the asshole of the day. I don't know who the asshole of the day is going to be. Your suggestions, please. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage reminds you that when you are ready to tap the market, you want to get a house, you want to get your mortgage first pre-approved, reach out to Mario from anywhere in the U.S., number one in America for a reason. 231-332-6505. That's 231-332-6505 for the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. That's like, for your home mortgage. And then there's the other thing that you need to tap into, and that is insurance. Frank Fuss can handle any insurance need. Anything. What he specializes the most in is Medicare and the marketplace, healthcare.gov. And it's very important to remember this. I keep reminding you, hoping that you'll take me up on this, to at least just explore this. I could save you hundreds of dollars right now if you just listen to me. You work for the man. The man offers you insurance for you. It's very affordable. But if you want to insure your family, wife, 2, 3 kids, it's hundreds more a month. Like a lot of hundreds to have the best policy. And you, of course, want the best policy. That really hurts. Takes a lot out of your paycheck. Not everybody is blessed with full benefits where the boss pays for your entire insurance bill. It's pretty rare, actually. New this year through Obamacare or healthcare.gov, you keep your insurance through your boss. The rest of the family gets a policy, which is usually a better policy than what the workplace offers because you get your choice of what you want to purchase. Through healthcare.gov, which the premium is paid for by a tax subsidy. Okay? This is as close to universal health care as we're going to get, where the government pays for it. So they don't pay for all of the premium, but they pay for a lot of it. My insurance premium a month is $2,000 for me, Queen of the Forest, and Madison. $2,000. Why so much? Because it's a great fucking policy that I bought. However, I pay $585. The government pays for the rest. It's set up for you to take advantage of. How does that happen, Easy? Well, as a small business owner, my threshold for earning stays below a certain level, which is actually quite high. Also, some creative tax accounting helps. Thank you to the Gins. But at the end of the day, I don't have to pay that back. Nor will you. So that means you will save hundreds a month on your health insurance. Reach out to Frank at buyinsurancehere.com for more details. Buyinsurancehere.com. And last but not least, Michigan fan through and through, Joe Martinez from A&E Heating and Cooling. Time is, you have half a month to schedule your free furnace tune-up. How is he giving away what is normally $79 for a furnace tune-up for free? Because he is the only HVAC specialist in West Michigan, including Nate Kelly, to partner up with DTE Energy. DTE Energy has given him the mandate that whatever furnace you tune up is free, no questions asked. We will pay for your customer's tune-up. So literally, you call them, they show up, they do it, and leave. No money leaves your pocket. You don't have to send in a stupid rebate. None of that shit. He bills them, and they pay him. Fucking great. A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. Let's see. Ryan says it's truly tremendous. I just had the most wonderful tune-up. Went from 94% efficiency to 96. Well, that's good. You had a good unit to begin with. Your unit is quite good, is what I'm telling you. Say goodbye to Darla. I'm leaving you. Do you have an asshole of the day? I can't even think off the top of my head who could be the asshole of the day. Has anything I've talked about been asshole-ish in nature today? Fuck it. Just make it free beer. When in doubt, make it the Burn King. I can't stand that fucker. Brought to you by TC Paintball. Thank you so much for being here. I will have the Patreon bonus podcast after the hockey game this afternoon, so we'll have a late one for that. All right. Thank you again. Till next time. Bye-bye.